What if I told you most people are not living their lives consciously? They are repeating themselves unconsciously. And whatever you repeat, you become. Not someday, not magically, not spiritually only, neurologically, physically, emotionally, socially. You are training yourself every single day. The question is, what are you training? Because history is full of people who chose an identity before reality agreed with them. And then they repeated that identity so many times the world eventually accepted it as truth. Today, we're going to talk about the magic of thinking big, neuroscience, manifestation, self image, identity training, and why your repeated thoughts, words, posture, actions, and emotional states are literally building your future self. Your brain believes repetition. Your brain is not sitting there judging whether something is true. Your nervous system mostly learns through repetition. If you repeatedly say, I'm awkward, your brain adapts. If you repeatedly say, I always fail, your nervous system starts preparing for failure. If every day you rehearse stress, fear, victimhood, anger, your body memorizes that identity. But the opposite is also true. If every day you can practice calm, focus, leadership, creation, service, discipline, your nervous system memorizes that too. This is why habits matter. Not because habits magically change your life overnight, but because habits vote for identity. Every repetition is casting a vote for the person you become. And history is full of identity training. Let's talk about some of those people who intentionally repeated an identity before the world believed them. Muhammad Ali. Before he became a heavyweight champion, he repeatedly said, I am the greatest. And people laughed at him. But he wasn't just talking, he was programming himself. He trained the identity first, then reality followed. And eventually the world repeated the same words he once said alone. I am the greatest. Muhammad Ali is the greatest. At first, it sounded arrogant. Later, it just sounded historical, like he was like, I'm just stating a fact about myself, because that's what it became. Arnold Schwarzenegger, a kid from Austria, heavy accent. Nobody thought he'd become a bodybuilding champion, a movie star, a governor. Governor, really? But Arnold repeatedly imagined and acted as a future version of himself long before the evidence existed. He talked openly about visualization. He rehearsed success internally before it appeared externally. Identity first, reality second. And Oprah Winfrey, difficult childhood, poverty, trauma, but Oprah trained herself to becoming a communicator. She repeated connection, presence, curiosity, empathy over and over. No matter what people said about her looks or whatever, she knew she was going to do it. And eventually, she became one of the most influential communicators on earth, not because life handed her confidence, because she practiced becoming it. Then there's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if he repeated, I'm not good enough. They don't want me. That changes history. Instead, he repeated training. He practiced. He competed. He repeated identity. He rehearsed greatness daily. People see championships. They don't see identity repetition, all the work that was put in. And your current life is a recording. And this part is hard to hear. Your current life is probably a recording of repeated thoughts and behaviors, not as punishment, not as destiny, repetition. The way you walk, the way you breathe, the way you speak to yourself, the way you organize your room, the way you react under pressure, the way you treat people, the way you move your body. It's all training. Most people are unconsciously hypnotizing themselves every day. This is hard. I'm exhausted. I can't. Nobody listens to me. I'm behind. I'm unlucky. I'm broke. And then they wonder why their nervous system feels weak. Your body is listening. Your brain is listening. Your identity is always being trained. There's a childhood secret. Every child knows it. And it's fascinating. Children understand identity training naturally. A child says, I'm a pirate. I'm a superhero. I'm a firefighter. I'm a princess. And then they act it out. They walk differently, talk differently, move differently, feel differently. Children instinctively understand something adults forget. Action reinforces identity. The problem is many adults stop consciously choosing their role and instead unconsciously inherit one. They've listened to their teachers, they listened to their parents, they listened to people around them. They made a mistake and took it personally. And now I'm not talking fake positivity here, but listen carefully. This is not pretend everything is amazing. That's not what we're talking about. You cannot lie your way into power, but you can train your nervous system into stronger identity through repetition. You can practice courage, order, calmness, leadership, discipline, gratitude, service, focus. You can literally rehearse becoming. That's neuroscience. Neural pathways strengthen through repetition. The more repetitions, the stronger the pattern. Small repeated actions become powerful because repetition compounds identity over time. Now, this is where you could also visualize the action. If you can go there in the mind, you can go there in the body. So, some practical training, how to actually begin changing identity, not theory, practice. Number one, change your language. Stop repeatedly attacking yourself. Instead of, I'm bad at this, try, I'm training this. That one sentence changes your nervous system from defeat to growth. And when you're training it, you're giving yourself options to get better at it. Instead of saying, I'm bad at this and handing off the work to somebody else. I'm training this. Number two, use micro wins. Make your bed, organize your tools, take a walk, drink the water, do the workout. Not because the action itself is magical, but because every completed action says, I am someone who follows through. So small actions you can easily get done. Do those, follow through with those. And you are the person who follows through. Number three, rehearse the future you. Ask, how would future me walk into this room? Visualize it. Practice it. Not ego, not pretending, training. And number four, watch what you repeat. Your environment is programming you. Television programming. Music is programming you. News is programming you. Friends, algorithms, conversations, complaints, judgments, blaming, complaining, and justifying are programming you. Your nervous system absorbs repetition. Protect your mind. Imagine hearing the words you want to hear. Write down the words you want to hear. Visualize receiving the words from other people, friends, family, strangers, and use the words you want to hear. Sincerely compliment someone who is doing what you want. Wow, you really nailed that workout. Man, you're doing so good. I really enjoy being around you. I learn from you every time I see you. Thanks for being there. Become it through repetition. Most people wait to feel confident before they act, but confidence often comes after repetition. You become brave by practicing bravery. You become disciplined by practicing discipline. You become calm by practicing calmness. You become powerful by repeatedly acting like someone who takes responsibility for their life. This is why thinking big matters, because thinking changes actions. Action changes repetition. Repetition changes identity, and identity changes reality. So maybe the real question is not, who are you? Maybe the real question is, what are you repeatedly becoming? Because your future self is being trained right now. One thought, one action, one repetition at a time. If this message resonated with you, let me know with a comment. I am training my future self. And remember, what you repeatedly practice, you become. Enjoy this day. I wish you wisdom and understanding and love and peace.